Let's get some music going.
Tequila man's here, it's panda time. On the shore where the ocean breeze mix it up with the sweetest seas. Spotlight flickers, laughter's near. The tower calls, but the night is clear.
5 o'clock, welcome in. You are first. Retro, thank you, sir. You are indeed second. I appreciate both of you being here. I'm just getting my music set up really quick. All right. The music is set up. So, let me grab the link really quick. I'm almost done. I'm sorry here. What's up, Whitey? Number 3, good luck. Thank you, sir. A placement. I'm sorry, I'm posting the link really quick in the different Promote Your Stuff channels. Hello. Random. Do they still have that chat feature where the more you engage, the more points you get? I believe so. So, like, right now, you're in first place. So, I don't know exactly how the point system works. That's cool, taking first, it looks like. Yeah. So, I believe it still does, but I'm not quite able to do, like, the whole channel points thing yet. I don't know exactly how it works. Berto Mike, yo, Tequila, good luck on the tourney. Thank you, sir. I'm getting ready to start here in just a minute. I was fixing a couple of things and posting the link. On what point I want points for? Right now you're in second place, Gretro. How far do you think you'll go in champs? Probably... Alright, so looking at the history, I went 1358. Yes, I will. So I went 1358 in champs last time. And now I'm a little bit stronger overall, but then I also have my flame bot. So I'm hoping I can go... Well, I'd also... What are the battle conditions today? Okay, completely useless for me. That's awesome. Good for me. Okay. So I'm thinking I'm going to break 1,500 waves this time. This will be a new personal best. What's up, Jesse? So I'm thinking I can break 1,500 waves. We'll see. I did have a pretty good Legends bracket. 365 waves. Finished rank 25. I needed 390 to stay in, but I just barely couldn't squeak that out. But as far as the tournaments go, as you can see, I did get my panda skin. So I have tier 12, I got tier 13, and then I also went and got my panda skin from tier 14. Tier 15, I have capped out at 449, but I have not ran a tier 15 in probably a good month or so. I've went 245 on tier 16. I did rerun that recently, and I'm getting pretty close to the unlock of tier 17. I probably could have gotten it, but Yeah. And then as far as the baby is concerned, I got 152 last tournament on gold. So I'm in gold again. I think I can at least break that. I did unlock enemy level skipping the workshop, and I've gotten a little bit of progress on my poison swamp. Don't y'all dare try to take first. I've spoke 5 times and my word is the most important. Good luck. Thank you, Derek. Thank you. 1500. Wow, you blew past me with a quickness. I'm trying, dude. I'm trying. It's kind of funny too, because I literally demoted on this league. I got platinum, and then I went platinum champs straight into legends for my first ever legends tournament. So I've had a wild swing here, but I'm actually I've tried in these 2 tournaments. So I'd like to keep that going, even though I'm not respecing right now. Speaking of that, let me see. We're gonna get that click. Nice. Doesn't do anything for my tournaments, but we're doing it anyways. Just a little bit. All right. The baby account, I've gotten quite a bit of uptime on my poison swamp here, and I did unlock the enemy level skips, even though they're tiny. And I have went, I'll just pull it up on this. So I went 91 waves on tier 11. I'm really close to unlocking that tier 12. I just got 21 on tier 10. I know I can get higher on the rest of these, but I haven't ran them yet. We will likely run some of those while we're waiting on the Champs tournament to finish. Tyler said, what did you change to go from Plat to Legends in 2 tournaments? So, honestly, I was punching way below my belt in Platinum. You can see here, like, I broke this 2009 waves, 1810. That was done completely AFK with farming cards. I don't even think I clicked anything. Did not respec, so complete, like, farming setup. And I still 1810 on Platinum. So I did not belong there. The Platinum here was also completely AFK. I actually fell asleep on stream during that Platinum tournament. But I still took first place because it was Platinum and I didn't really belong there. The 1358, I honestly just respec'd my tower and actually babysat that run, and I got 1358. For the Legends though, I went hard. I actually respec'd, the event was about to reset, so I respec'd my gold bot and I put all 18,000 of my medals into my flame bot, and I had a almost perma uptime 71% damage reduction on flame bot, and it has reset now. So I went in here, I kept the flame bot, but I dropped my damage reduction back down to 41%. It was just a little too expensive to keep, and I'm starting to invest back into my gold bot. That is my current plan, is to get my gold bot back to a useless point, useful point, because I'm missing a little bit on that econ. But oops, I don't know what I just did to. What did I do to just kill my stream right there? It's been really weird. Okay, here we go. But yeah, I am working on getting my gold bot back to a good spot now, but I don't regret having this. And the 15-second flame bot, it is up almost perma. So I'm thinking with that, I'm going to be able to get 1500 waves of this tournament. And this, I am not respecing. I am still doing my farming workshop. And for modules here, I'm running G-Comp with Prim C. I have Perma Black Hole all the time, and then Mythic Sharp Fortitude. How many sharp? Oh, we got 67, so we'll re-roll this really quick. Mainly want defense absolute on Mythic. That's what we're going for. Hopefully if I get a legendary too, I'll stop in time without clicking over it. Wouldn't mind that. Oop, I see. Looked over that one. Oop, what is that? Wall rebuild, actually. 80 seconds. That's not bad. So I've been able to get a couple of wall rebuilds. I think I'm going to keep that. We're going to keep that, even though I don't love it. And I'm just going to go ahead and dump the rest of the shards really quick. So we're going to keep that wall rebuild, because I have been able to get normally 3 or 4 during a tournament. So we're going to go ahead and start on the main account here. Oh, I almost messed up cards. So we're going to be running Wave Accelerator, Second Wind, Demon Mode, Plasma Cannon, Energy Net. I'm dropping range. I don't know why that's in there. Wait, I want to run Tourney. I'm a silly goose. Alright, we are going to start out with all of the damage that we can so my Death Wave lasts longer. Hey, how's it going? I'm still not doing great in Tourney, but I also haven't invested in Flamebot yet. I'm in 11th. Honestly, for the majority of people, I would not recommend investing into Flamebot. It's just, I'm really liking my EHP, and it's kind of working for me, even though I've seen quite a bit of a loss in coins. Got extra ores for cash, and wait, put on free ups. Here we go. And we're gonna just start out. As you can see, I have enough to start out with some level skips in champs. So I'm just gonna put all of my clicks into my enemy attack level skips. Did that give me anything? Be cool if I got that, but I am not. My LTC at Coins Plus and Cells Plus. So my LTC, I'm at 3.52 little Q, and I am at 30 for both Coins Plus, Cells Plus, and then I think I'm at 12 for enemy level skips. I'm gonna go ahead and start the baby account too, while we're getting started here and make sure. My spotlight is crazy developed. Yeah, so I have 46-degree natural angle with a ancestral substat for an extra 15 to put me at 61 degrees, and then I have quantity 4, and then I have 19.2 bonus. And we're gonna start this run with my chain lightning and spotlight missiles off. Death ray resistant, fast ultimate, enemy level skips, and more bosses. So good, I have no level skips. Works out for me. Spotlight on fire, indeed. What's up, Meta Breaker? Study Mage said 1.94 Q LTC, 32 coins plus, 25 cells, and 10 ELS. 32 coins plus at your LTC is crazy, Study Mage. That's awesome. Speaking of Study Mage, shout out to you for this amazing song. That's a respec at its finest. I will say though, you need to get that Cells Plus up, because check this out. I've been running all. Oh, my lab 4 actually just ended. What did I finish there? Shock multiplier. Oh, that shit. That's max, dude. Shock multiplier is maxed finally. Nice. We're actually gonna throw in missile radius. I want to get that maxed out. But I've been running 4x labs all day today. I just want to say that just finished, by the way. How long ago? I want to make myself look. Oh, come on. All right. Well, that just finished because when I looked like an hour ago on the way home, it was not finished yet. But that's awesome. I've been running 4x's all day for the last 2 days, and I'm up to 320k cells. I'm gaining like a mother. It's awesome. Also, I'm only 3 hours away from lab speed level 84. Ooh, that's a juicy click right there. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna wait till towards the end of the tournament, but I'm gonna get that click. We're gonna let it run for a little bit. Hey, while we're all here, everybody loves to gamble, so let's go ahead. We got 2 clicks in here. Hey, look at that, ACP. Something I will not use. Cells per day on the main account. Let me look. Alright, let me see if this does it without breaking it. Okay, perfect. Ah, showed me off for a second there. So my cells per day is 480k, but I will say that number is a bit misleading because if you look up there, it's showing my average time is only 13 hours and 2 minutes. The blue explosion is Flamebot, which is giving me a 41% damage reduction. That big blue explosion is my Flamebot, and it is glorious. But, we go to farming here. I'm making 280k cells, almost 23k cells per hour. But I'm making like 280 to 290 on tier 12, and that's taking me about 12.5 hours. So realistically, I'm making like 400 to 450k cells a day, give or take. Because in basically 24.5 hours, 25.5 hours, I'm gonna make like 560,000. So I'm probably making around 400 to 500,000 cells per day. Because sometimes I'm slow about updating and stuff like that. And like I said, this average time per day is 13 hours, and it's still showing me making almost 500k. I always respect even if workshop suffers for a day. The more coins, the better. Also, my T11 is better than T10 now. My cells are sitting at around 390k. That's awesome. What's going on, Zephyr? How you doing today, sir? Have you ran your tournament yet? Seven to 10 in ELS is definitely the better call there. Study. Sweet, thanks, and that's enough to make profit cells while still running at all 4x labs. Yes, it is. So 4x labs, I want to say it's 280k 280k cells per day. Yeah, 80.64k. So let me pull up a calculator. So it's 80.64 times 5 would be 403. cells per day. I don't know where I got 280, but it's 403.2k cells per day. So that means right now I'm profiting about 80,000 cells a day, 80 to 100,000 cells a day. I have not, unfortunately, I'm still at work, so I won't be able to stream tonight. That is unfortunate, Zephyr. I'm sorry to hear it. I got pretty lucky. I was able to get home at a reasonable time today. About 390k is enough to lab 4 at 4x while getting a few hours at 4x for a 5th. Yeah. So all five at a 4x costs 408,000 and a little bit of change. So just say 410,000 cells per day to be able to afford all 5 at a 4x. I will hop on so we can figure out this collab thing. Yeah. As soon as the stream is over, I'm down. Probably about hour and a half or so, give or take. I do run wave accelerator, so even though I'm going to go quite a bit of waves, shouldn't be too crazy. I used to hate the idea of respecking for Tourney with those stones, man. I know. I was kind of in the same boat. I was very hesitant on it. I didn't like spending the gems, and I've respected the last 2 tournaments. I actually respect twice for Legends, and I mean, it worked out good for me. It was my first ever time in Legends, and I was able to break 365 waves as EHP, full EHP. I'll be able to get my 7th tonight. You talking about your 7th ultimate weapon? Because if so, that's huge. I'm actually saving up for my 7th right now. Chronofield, here we go. Yeah, that's also the one that I'm getting next. I'm excited for it because that lab is going to take forever. And the main thing that I'm excited about with Chronofield is a permanent 25% damage reduction. Because I'm going to have 41% Flamebot, 80% from Prim C, 25% from Chronofield, basically 98%. Well, during farming, 98%, but even in tourneys, I'm at 72.10%. I don't know how much investment it takes for Chronofield, but I'm excited to go GC soon. So, just to get it perma'd, I want to say it was somewhere around 3,600 stones. But to max it out, like perma with 90% slow, is like 9,600 stones or something. I'm pretty sure it was 3,600 for perma, and then 6,000 for the 90% slow. How much does respec help in the tournaments? And champs, would you say like 200 to 300 waves? It really depends on your tower and how your farming build is set up. Like for me, let me see here. So this tournament here, when I got 767, I think I got like somewhere around 500 or 600 waves, probably closer to 600. and then I did a respec and I got 767, so around 200 waves for it. But it's partially because I have a lot in my coins plus, cells plus, and enemy level skip plus. But at that time I didn't have enough, so if I respec'd and pulled all of that coins out and put it towards my EHP and my damage enhancements and stuff, it really helped. Not bad to perma considering the ultimate goal of full coverage with Spotlight is huge by comparison. Yeah, Spotlight is ridiculous. I will say, a newer strategy is only going to 60. I say only, but it's still a ridiculous stone investment. But going 60-degree Spotlight natural angle, and then rolling Ancestral Substat for both your mod and your assist module, and then maxing out your substat efficiency for your core, because you're gonna get the Spotlight angle that you need while also getting the other substats from that. Chronofield can be perma with max slow for around 5,000 if you use modules to lower cost for duration and cooldown. That's true, but it's also that's taking up 2 to 3 mod slots on your core, and depending on your build, like, the core is pretty important. If you're talking about rolling that for a like tournament, it's a little bit more realistic to do. But for farming, like, you have to have Spotlight Angle, Chronofield, or sorry, Spotlight Angle, at least one stat for GT, and your Death Wave quantities for farming. When this gets a little bit deeper in, I'm gonna go ahead and gym rush that level of Flamebot cooldown. But right now, I'm just saving gems by waiting because I don't need it right this second. But getting that extra little bit will help. And Baby's doing pretty good too, 108. What's up, y'all? How you doing tonight, Graham? How'd your tournament go? Not going to type as much this stream so I don't almost get pulled over again. LOL. Yeah, don't be doing that. Don't be YouTube chatting and driving, dude. That's worse than texting and driving. Texting and driving is at least, like, manageable somewhat, but YouTube's chatting, that's crazy. $33,415 to max angle and quantity for Spotlight. Yeah, Spotlight is ridiculous to get all the way, but also taking Spotlight is up to max angle is a little crazy. How's it worse? I don't know. It just seems worse, okay? It might not physically be, but it feels worse. It might just be the interface of texting I'm more used to, and with YouTube trying to pay attention to that. And I think the send button might be a little bit smaller. Definitely feels worse. Also, nobody's asking, but the pizza was absolutely amazing. I ate almost the whole thing, which is terrible for you. But who cares? It was delicious. Oh, I'm a silly goose here. We got some gems on the baby account, so let's go ahead and try to pull us a featured banner. Yay, 3 blue mods. If it helps, I swipe text and hitting every key. I'm pretty 50-50 on that. Sometimes I feel like swipe text is better, but also just from how much I texted like in middle school and stuff, I almost don't prefer swipe text. 7,036 stones for gold boxing duration and cooldown in Chrono Field. So, you don't actually want to gold box it though because you're gonna lab the duration. So you don't take it all the way up. I do know though, you want to, so the first step is just getting it perma'd where your cooldown is equal to your duration, but then you want to take it 10 seconds past that eventually because you want to be able to combat the ultimate weapon duration reduction from tournaments. You still want a gold box duration to counter the less duration battle condition? Yeah. See, I never had friends, so I never texted. I texted a lot in middle school. It was mostly useless nonsense, but I still did. Good luck, Tequila. Thank you. We are full EHP. We're hoping for 1,500 new personal best on champs. And then the baby account is full glass cannon, and I am 7 waves from a personal best of 150. And as you can see, that boss got melted before it got to me, so that's good. Because when they get to me, they hurt really bad. I just slept in school and then played League at home. So I did kind of the same thing, but I also texted a lot. You need friends to text? Kind of. There were a lot of people that I wouldn't consider have my friends that I was still texting. Specifically, a lot of girls that I was trying to get with that did not go for it. But that's middle school for you. Howdy Tequila Man, how's it going today? I'm doing pretty solid. Hoping for a new personal best in champs here for I'm hoping around 1,500 waves. Hey, 160 new record, 10 extra waves. So we take that. 160 waves. I'm currently in 7th place. How's your defense tree set up for a glass cannon baby count? So I'm I'm glass cannon, but I still have all of this random stuff. I have all of this random stuff just maxed, but I don't really, like, I'm pumping it up a little bit, but not really focusing on this.
Let the countdown begin. The salt, the lime, the flesh, the fire. He's the master of the night.
Mm-hmm. I talked to 0 people in school, slept with about 60 to 70% of the girls in my grade, though. See, I was the opposite. I talked to all of them, and I ended up not getting to do that. That was the goal, but it didn't work out too good for me. We're gonna try a tier 9 milestone here.
Gentle heart,
Have a Legends 27 in my plat bracket.
his view, day and night. Then the switch in his head.
Legends 27 in plat is insane. My current personal best is 1360 and some change. No. Yeah, 1358. I'm hoping for 1500 this bracket.
Take wheel fire in his soul. Smart watch the world explode. In the silence after the fire.
Alright, I'm sorry. I was very distracted. My wife called me to tell me my son tried to steal a pumpkin today. So, that, he's a little shitbird. But I was the edgy emo kid that people were scared of, but all the girls found super hot because of the edge. Yeah, there were a couple of those in school. I was one of the rednecks, but I was also kind of like the class clown and the smart kid. And it was funny because I would always crack jokes and I was the redneck, so everybody thought I was stupid. And so when I start a class, everybody thinks I'm just some dumb redneck. And then by the end of the class, normally people were coming up and asking me questions, especially in math. Really funny. I didn't get public school. I was in the crappy private school. If it's anything like here, our private schools had all the hot girls, so they, the private schools were actually really nice for us public school guys. I got 1092 waves, personal best by 8 waves. Hell yeah, Studdy, congrats, dude. That's champs, right? Also, Ampre, a Legends 27 in plat is unreal, dude. I mean, that's kind of what happened for me, though, because, like, if you look at mine, like, I was in platinum here, took first, then went to champs, took fourth, and then got 365 on Legends. So I got 25, so I'm a Legends 25 that was in a platinum bracket, and there were no, like, I don't know. That's a crazy thought here. Platinum into champs into legends. I should not. I don't know. That was crazy. This was also a really bad bracket. 708 was 26th. I want to say I thought about trying to respec and stay in on this champs, but I think I'm pretty sure stay in was somewhere around 860. I was the kid that everybody picked on. I'm sorry to hear that, Ampre. Boys and girls were separated. How separated are you talking, though? Was it like a boys-only school and a girls-only school? Like, even the classes were separated, or how did that work? I had long hair, was skinny, fit, skinny jeans, tight shirt, skater kid. I was always chunky, and I wore a lot of camouflage. It's telling you need to wait a year before you try Legends again, LMAO. Honestly, no. Dude, I got 365 my first ever Legends. The stay-in point, if I would have got 390, I would have stayed in. No contact, the other side of the building, and separate lunch times. Dude, I'm sorry, you didn't go to school, you went to a prison. I don't want to think about how long a champs tournament would be now, much less a plat tournament. That sounds miserable. Dude, 2,000 waves. I went almost 2,000 waves, and I literally fell asleep, Rubber. It was horrible. Good evening, Kevin. How are you today, sir? Trying to get at least 300 waves here on tier 9. Trying to get a couple milestones in. Honestly, this is one of my favorite songs now. Of all time, too, not just of my tower songs. That's my life. That's why I'm the study mage now, locked in the top of a tower, LMAO. Honestly, yeah, that would have been me too. And it was funny though, I kind of had that like dual like dichotomy or whatever. I was the dumb redneck that was also the smart nerd that like people would ask questions and shit to. Like I ended up tutoring pretty much my entire class in Math 3 in high school because my teacher, oh dude, I feel kind of bad. So I had like the worst class of all time. It was 26 guys and 2 girls, and it just happened to be like the worst fucking class in the entire school. It was all of like the delinquent kids. And one day my teacher got up in the middle of class and she said, she was like bawling her eyes out, and she said, "I'm done. I don't care anymore. You disrespectful brats. I'm done teaching you. I will stand up here. I will do my lesson plan. I will be at my desk. If you care to come ask me questions, I will be more than happy to help you. But looking at how all of you are just a bunch of disrespectful brats, you're probably not going to come to my desk anyways." And she did that for the rest of the semester. She would go up there, she would do the lesson plan, and go sit at her desk. Wouldn't say a fucking word to anybody. She'd pass the shit out and just do that. So pretty much everybody would come and ask me questions. And it was awesome. I actually got paid a shit ton of money just doing homework and stuff for people. He got 2125. What's 2125? Oh, the Legends player? He's better than me then. I haven't broken 2100 yet. Doing well, working on my wall, so progress stalled a bit, but hopefully worth it soon. Yeah, the wall is huge. So when I got the wall, my first week it was completely like stopped dead. And then I basically tripled my waves over the next like 2 weeks. It was unreal. That progress, it starts out really slow and then it's just unreal. Parents gave me the choice between the all-boys school ran by the... Is that G-Suits? and the Catholic high school, which had merged an all-girls school with co-ed. 70% of the school was girls. Guess which I picked? Yeah, I'm with you, dude. I think I would have gone to that Catholic high school. Also, very much worth noting, we had a Catholic private school, and every single one of, like, the, alright, I'm not going to say everyone. A very large majority of those girls were very, overly friendly during high school, we could say. So, I definitely would have went to that, Catholic high school if I was you, Mr. Graham. I used to sell food, soda, and homework out of my locker. Made about $400 a week. Yeah, I think I was probably making a good $100 to $200 a week. Just doing like the homework and shit, cause she would pass out the like lesson plan printed out and the classwork and the homework. So you'd get 2 to 3 pages or 3 to 4 pages every day. And I would sit there, and while she was doing the lesson plan, I would go through and do all of my homework for the day. And then pretty much I would do all of my shit in pen, and then I would pass my paper around the class, and everybody pretty much would just use my paper, copy everything, and the teacher didn't give a fuck. And they would all pass me, like, you know, anywhere from $1 to $20. They'd buy me shit. Like, we had this thing called the Nest, because our mascot was the War Eagles, and we had this thing called the Nest, and it was like a little mini cafe. Like, they had they didn't have coffee because it's for kids, but they had like some smoothies and some shit like that, like really fucking good smoothies, and then muffins and different things like that, all kinds of different baked goods like brownies and stuff. And so people would go and buy me stuff from there. It's awesome. I got a peach mango smoothie every single day of my junior and senior year of high school that I did not pay for. Wall takes so long, I hate it. If you think that you're done with wall regen, you're wrong. I know that without the regen, my waves are capped. Also, current EHP is around 80T. Are you using effective paths for that number study? Because I'm curious if I updated all of my stuff, what it would be. As you can see, my number just keeps climbing because of that, what's it called? Death Wave Hell. I'm at 4x right now. I also had a gambling ring, like blackjack, poker tourneys, the whole works. Made $2 grand a month from that alone. That is crazy, dude. My school outlawed cards after freshman year for that reason. That's insane. See, we didn't have anything like that. I know one kid got expelled because I think it was my sophomore year, the senior prank. The janitor got fired, by the way. So the janitor gave his keys to a kid, and they let like 100 chickens loose in the school, and there was chicken shit everywhere. No, just the damage enemies do around the time I die is 80 to 86 trillion average. So I don't know what my EHP is roughly for like what damage number I can live in tournament is, but I know in farming runs with the health trade-off, but also with the regen trade-off, I can live to around 6 little Q damage. But like I said, that's with all of my perks, like maxed out defense percent, all of the health, regen trade-off, all of that stuff. I can live to about 6 little Q enemy damage. LOL, yeah, but I spent it all on food and video games instead of saving or anything, so I'm still fucked. Yeah, dude, I'm the same way. I've probably spent a good like 4 or 5 grand on my League of Legends account, and I don't even really play it anymore. And all of that was in high school. My EHP is still terrible, and my coins probably suffered from it. Just when I thought I was past needing wall labs, they put out overcharged fleets. Shaking my head. Dude, that's what I'm saying. I am going to EHP my entire way through this game. I will never switch to glass cannon. I will go straight from EHP into hybrid, and even then, I'm using hybrid loosely. I am still going to be an EHP focused build all the way through. So I have Flamebot now, and I will not buy a third bot until my Flamebot and Goldbot are both completely maxed on all stats except for Flamebot damage. I was honestly a pretty good kid though. Like in school, I was the class clown, but I was also extremely respectful to my teachers, and pretty much all of my teachers liked me. I was a good kid. Like I didn't cause trouble, even though I was like I would crack jokes and stuff, but I would do it respectfully. Damn, smart missiles coming in clutch, dude. Love smart missiles. I read a lot of books, and pretty much I would show up, go to school, and then I would go home and play World of Warcraft or League of Legends. And that was my high school, dude. It was awesome. I had a great high school. I did have a small stint where I would go out partying and stuff with my buddies, and I was blowing a ridiculous amount of money, and I was having less fun going out and partying and doing that stuff than I was staying home and playing World of Warcraft. So I went back to World of Warcraft. I'm not stopping Golden Bot cooldown at sync. No, because I'm running G-Comp, so I cannot achieve a sync. So I am, like, if you do run G-Comp, then you just want as much Golden Bot uptime as you can. So for me, I'm going to go until Gold Box. Also worth noting, I'm not putting anything else into my Flamebot until Goldbot is also pretty much maxed out, which I'm very far from. But first I'm going to do range to Gold Box, and then I'm going to do duration, cooldown, and bonus together, all three of them. I am getting the Black Friday packs if they come out again, and if they're the same as last time, then I will be able to Gold Box range and get quite a few clicks into my Gold Bot here. It's 4,400 medals if it's the same as last time, which I'm very much hoping it is. This song gets me hyped, dude. How's the progress? Good. I still don't have my health card in. Just big chillin'. I haven't taken a single point of damage yet. 418 waves in. I average around 6,500 waves in tier 11 now. My coins per hour average is around 2.9, with cells per hour around 15.5k. Of course, my T10 takes me further, and I make around 7-8 trillion more, but I can fit a third run on tier 11 compared to tier 10. Yeah, around 6,500 is a good swap point to go up to the next tier, and that's about where I like to be. Gotcha. I'm running Sing Harness with a Gold Bot sync. Yeah, Sing Harness is good, but personally, well, I can't take off the G-Comp because I need the Perma Black Hole. And that is what my entire build revolves around, is the Primordial Collapse 80% damage reduction with Perma Black Hole. So I have to run G-Comp. And I do prefer just the YOLO Gold Bot. Let it go. I'm about to hit 900 waves on my run. Nice. About how far do you think you're going to get, Bio? I can't wait for the Black Friday packs. Yeah, me either. It's gonna kill my bank account, but I'm gonna figure out how to do it. That Prim C is doing work. It is indeed. Everybody talks junk about EHP, but it is not dead. Alright, I think it's about time we're going to go ahead and turn on chain lightning and spotlight missiles. Honestly not sure, probably like 1350-ish. Damn. What's your lifetime bio? What? Oh, it's Death Wave Death Defied resistant. 1.6 Q. T10 gets me more cells per hour as well by a margin, 15.5 compared to around 17. Also, my T11 runs are done with MVN, not Prim C. Ooh. See, I like running Prim C, and I'm curious, or I'm very confident that your tier 11s would be going far enough to get you more cells. But it also matters, do you want more cells or more coins? And, well, do you have a Perma Black Hole as well? Because without Perma Black Hole, then Prim C does nothing besides the Black Hole coverage. We're running back up. So I don't know without the update to where they refixed the tiers, but I was going 95, 68 in tier 12 with the new like super nerfed tiers. I think I'm probably gonna get kicked back down to doing around 7,500 waves or so, give or take. But I was making around, I'm making around 6 trillion coins per hour and around 23k cells per hour. Except the fact that it doesn't though. Prim C is optimized for tourneys until I get a sufficient dim core. Not only that, but I don't have a natural sync with my ultimate weapons because of MVN. Yeah. Did you unsync your Death Wave and Golden Tower? Or is it just your Black Hole?
From humble beginnings, single small post. To cannons and lasers, a powerful host. He gathers the gold with a masterful hand, upgrading defenses across a whole land.
When I start taking damage is when I'm gonna drop a card and put health in. But so far that hasn't happened. All I know is I get my 3rd spotlight tomorrow after this tourney. That's awesome, dude. Congrats. Spotlight is huge. Spotlight is the best ultimate weapon in the game. Don't listen to Spartan. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm kidding, but all were unsynced because I'm doing the cheapest CD for a while. Black hole cooldown is a gold box, so I'm close to perma without G-Comp. Dang. What's your duration at then, Study? .30 seconds without perk. I'm pretty sure you need to go 34 seconds without perk, right? Or that's with substats, never mind. What's my baby count labs looking like? Dude, so I may have jokingly thrown in interest. Oh my god, it's still in here. Never mind. Alright. I got interest to level 16. What am I doing with my life? I accidentally just brought interest up to level 16 on the baby account. That's crazy. Ancestral sub is 4 seconds if you can get it. It saves a ton of stones. Yeah, I have it on my main account, and part of me wants to go ahead and get 2 more clicks into it because at 30, what do I have? Yeah, so I've got 34 right now. If I go up to 36, I can drop my substat, but that's also pretty expensive. I think it's like 700 and change stones. So if I want to, I can spend 700 stones and then drop the substat. And the reason for doing so would be getting Golden Tower duration for my Prim C for when I get GT Plus. But I'm also, right now it's cheaper to just drop my GT duration. So I need to do that first. And just keep the substat. But that is something on the horizon for my account. Is 2 more clicks so I can drop duration substat. And so like right now, I'm good for the first 600 waves of a enemy ultimate weapon battle condition, ultimate weapon duration battle condition. I'm good for the first 600 waves of heat up, but then after that I will no longer have perma, and that's without using perk. Oh yeah, we're still comfortable killing bosses 200 waves in on tier 9. Go baby. It'll pay off when they rework interest and make it good. I don't think that's ever going to happen, Ambre. What is my interest even at? 7.72%. Max of 1,000. I mean, I'm getting 1,000 every wave, so I can, you know, still not do anything with it, because that's nothing. It's crazy. I kept mine at 38 with substat, so I can run BHD instead of G-Comp. Getting Golden Bot and Bounty Chip synced with GT and Deathwave is a really big coin jump. It is. But I would rather run the G-Comp and Prim C for the extra waves to get me more cells, and it's not too big of a coin loss. Especially having Bounty Chipped, actually. So, the last time I tested it, and every time I've had somebody else test it with BHD versus G-Comp and Prim C versus MVN, it's somewhere around 30% coins, but it's typically also around 40% cells. Where BHD is getting way more coins but way less cells, and the G-Comp / Prim C is getting way more cells but less coins. And like personally, I would rather have the cells than the coins. Also, I'm curious about something. So, let's see here. Alright, so for a 24x, it's 80.64. So that would be 322,500. And then for a single 5k, or 5x, it's 285.6k. So that means you have to be making 608,000 cells per day to be able to 24x, to be able to run 4 4x's and 1 5x. I'm currently not planning on getting substats for Black Hole unless it's range, but farming subs are currently Deathwave quantity, Golden Tower bonus, Spotlight angle, and once I get Chronofield speed reduction. Yeah, Chrono speed reduction is really important because that knocks off like a pretty sizable chunk of stones. That last click or two is really expensive. The sky turns gray, a shadow falls, a coward's boring blight. The armies of the villain foes try to steal away the light. They march in dull formation, their banners bleak and pale. Those are optimized for farming. You're gonna run Chronofield and farm? Are you switching to Glass Cannon? Weird watching my health climb that fast whenever my death wave goes off. Almost 8x. Chrono Field will take quite some time before it becomes viable. It starts with a 5-second duration and a 180-second cooldown. Yeah. It's also got a very long lab. That duration lab, which I'm getting really close to starting. So I'm making a little over 1,000 stones a week, but we'll just for simplicity say 1,000 stones a week. So that means I'm 2 full weeks away, I think. After this tournament, I think I need both tournaments next week. So I think Wednesday of next week is when I get my Wednesday of next week. I think I should get my Chrono Field unlock, and I'm just gonna run the Chrono Duration Lab forever until it's done. And my thought process here is with the stone packs from, or not stone packs, but Black Friday packs, I should be able to afford the last 2 ultimate weapons and the first level, maybe even 2 of Golden Tower Plus. And then once I get that, I'm gonna start I'm gonna go back to reinvesting in my base. So like right now I've only got like a 43 or 44 second cooldown, or duration rather, of my GT. So I'm gonna up that to at least 50 seconds and get the next quantity I can of Death Wave. That's kind of my thoughts there. That's my next like 3 to 4 months of stones. Firma Chrono Field is used in pretty much every in-game build I've seen. It's just that good once you have it, Firma. It is. I'm still working on the duration lab. It takes forever. Yeah, I think it's like 3 months. Or no, it's not. So with my lab speed, it's going to take me, with my current lab speed, it's going to take me 55 days to max on a 4X. I have 84, or I will have 84 very soon. Oh. I think I'm like 2 hours away from having an 84. And with that, it'll be a 55-day lab, 55 and change, on a 4X boost. Do ranged enemies get a chance to attack you with Perma Black Hole? I don't ever see the blue residue on my wall, so I'm confused. What is the blue residue? Is it ranged ultimate right now? Oh, okay. So the blue residue is because basic ultimates are spawning as ranged ultimates. So they're immune to the black holes. But I do have disable ranged enemies, so the normal ranged enemies just get sucked into the holes and they're useless, but when they are ultimate ranged ultimate, then they are immune to the black holes and they will shoot my tower. That's why that's happening there. Without messing up natural sync, you can't do cooldown on your ultimate weapon and the rest do damage. What do you mean? Without messing up natural sync, you can't do cooldown on your ultimate weapon and the rest do damage. Yeah, any of the basic ultimate enemies are ultimate. So like if it's either a tank ultimate, a boss ultimate, ranged ultimate, or a fast ulti. Whenever they transform. It depends on whatever your range is then, Berto. If you have enough range that your black holes are far enough away from your tower, then the ranged enemies will be outside of your range, and so they won't be able to hit you. I got 271. I did not break into 300 mark. Unfortunate. But we did get some gems, so let's go ahead and try a tier 8 run. Finish the Chronofield lab. I just can't pull the trigger on spinning the stones to perma it. Graham, perma Chronofield is very likely worth it for you. It is really good. Perma Chronofield is used in pretty much every in-game build I've seen. It's just that good once you have it. Yeah, it is. Even for EHP, because with EHP you can get the damage reduction lab, and once you cap it out, which it's a little bit longer, it's I think it's like 65 days at my lab speed, then you'll have a 25% damage reduction from Chronofield. With the disabled range, no, but if they have ultimate, they ignore black hole. All range spawn from basic ult get the buff as well. Yeah. At what cooldown should I have Golden Tower, Death Wave before I go perma black hole? I always say at a minimum, get your cooldown sync to 1 minute 20 seconds. Once you get to 1 minute 20 seconds, if you have a good Primcy, and I would say Mythic or higher, and you have it rolled for farming, then you can consider swapping to perma black hole. If you do not have a good Primcy and you're not wanting to run EHP, then I would say get it all the way down to 100 seconds before considering going into perma black hole. I mean, even when farming, I don't see the effect of ranged enemies shooting my wall, and I don't have the lab. So yeah, I kind of responded to that. It could be your range. He's saying you can't get cooldown substat without ruining natural sync. To a certain degree, yes. If you're running perma black hole, then there is no such thing as a sync because it's perma. So you can go, if you're talking about black hole cooldown, and same thing once you get perma GT. If you have perma GT or perma black hole, then with running the substat, then you can run that and not care about the sync. Right now I'm trying to get my econ up, even enough to handle masteries. Figure I'll be ready to pump Chronofield after that. Yeah, if you're focusing on your econ, then that's a good one. So like for me, I'm definitely getting at least GT plus like 3, and probably a 50-second Golden Tower duration plus my next click of Death Wave quantity before I go in any stones into my Chronofield. But then again, I'm also planning on not really going into my Chronofield until I get the lab maxed out. And I'm not going to be gymming that or anything. I'm going to let it run. I see, get them pretty close to the wall while I'm in black hole when they're being protected. So I figure at some point they end up getting their attack range. Very possibly. I'm not sure. I feel like I didn't see quite as many whenever I was like in my farming runs, because it's hard to tell right now with the whole well, it's impossible to tell anymore because I have disabled ranged, but they could just have a bigger projectile because it's the ranged ultimates, and the ranged ultimates disable your tower, so it could have a different particle effect than your normal. So I'm not sure. Yo, I hope I'm not too late. You are not too late, Joel. We are big chillin', 704 waves into champs so far. The baby account got a extra 10 waves from its previous personal best. I'm sitting at 160 in gold. At the time, it was 8th or 9th place. I don't know what I'm still at, but don't really care. I'm all the way down there. 160 wave, rank 20. Hopefully I stay above 22. That's all I really care about. The extra couple gems and stones. And so now we're just running a couple of milestones really quick on the baby while not really paying attention to it. Primarily talking and looking at the main account here. Yeah, Zephyr and the other ultimate weapons just do damage. Chronofield is the only one not damage related for EHP farming. If I were to pursue damage, I would go Chain Lightning, damage, quantity, and chance. Tequila Man, I am planning on Death Wave and GT at 100-second CD. Yeah, that's what I would recommend, going 100-second CD with those. But I was saying, so like for farming, without running the black hole, without running black hole on my Primcy, I really want Golden Tower duration, and I would possibly even want a third for Golden Tower cooldown, just so I could have closer to a perma GT, even if it ruins the sync. But I would only do that once I have enough clicks into my duration to actually make it a perma GT. And that's going to be perma GT with my G comp. And so I mean that makes it a pretty big difference there. That's a large stone investment to have perma. I'm actually crazy close to perma Golden Tower. Just need Ancestral MVN and 1.5k stones. Tyler said, did the newest update buff or change EHP? I just got a 2500 wave increase in T11 with 0 changes. So, they reworked a couple of the tiers. They stated they wanted to get it closer to V27, or sorry, before V27, and it nerfed pretty much all of the tiers around 2,000 to 3,000 waves, depending on what tier and what your build is. However, I believe they have fixed that to where it is no longer that crazy of a drop, but you need to check if your game is updated. However, they did, yes, Study Mage is correct, they did change all of the AS mods are now multiplicative with the main mods. Only their main stat though, not the substats. But that gives them huge EHP and damage buff. So they reverted it, Zephyr, but up until I went to run tournament, my game was still on the old version. Even my run this morning, I did with the old one, the old scaling. And then I had to update it for the tournament. So he could very possibly have the outdated game still. The sync is with GT and Death Wave. At Tyler, do you have AS mods because they're multiplicative? Like 50x health now. I was farming tier 12 when they changed it. Now that it's fixed, I can't run T12 now. Yeah, I'm still gonna be running T12 because I'm able to go like 9,800 waves almost in T12 with the old ones. So I'm still gonna be in T12 most likely because it's probably gonna put me back down to give or take 7,000 waves, which is gonna be better than my tier 11. Ultimate weapon damage is somewhere in the ballpark of 2,500x. Yeah, it is ridiculous. I think it's the update. LOL, I didn't realize I wasn't up to date. So yeah, when you update, you're gonna lose probably about 2,000 waves. because they fixed it closer to where they were going with it, where you might see a tiny bit of a wave increase from your old runs, but it's not going to be much, if at all. They accidentally over nerfed it to the point where every single person got, like, give or take 2,000 waves. I went from farming 9,200 waves on tier 11 to 9,700 waves on tier 12. It was unreal how big of a jump it was. I'm gonna run tier 14 first, haha. Yeah, try to do any of your milestones that you can. If you haven't done your tier 12 and 13 milestones, go ahead and run them, and then try for your panda skin on tier 14. Honestly, I'm kind of glad they nerfed it back, though. I feel like the jump was a little too crazy, and it made it almost too aggressive of a jump between tiers, because I was going like 10k waves, 14 hours, and it was still less efficient than going up to the next tier, because I was only getting like just over 5k waves on tier 13. So it was making the jumps between tiers a lot more aggressive. So my T11 runs could reach 8k, you're saying. I haven't updated yet because of the tourney. So mine made me update to run the tourney. I don't know. So if yours says, so I'm in V27.1.2. I think if yours says 21.0.1 or 0.0.7, something like that, that's the old update, and that's where the healths are ridiculously nerfed. I think it's 21 or 27.0.7. Oh, I ran a T11 which was supposed to last 12 hours and it lasted 15. Is it 21.1.0? Okay. Thank you, Study, for correcting me. So yeah, 27.1.0 is the one you're looking for, and just go run you some milestones if you have that version. Even if you don't think your account is ready for it, try it anyways. Get you some free milestones in. Oh, that's what version you're on? Okay, yeah, that's the good version. 21.1.0. I'm pretty sure that's the good one. So go run you some milestones. Don't update your game yet. A couple, okay. It might have been 21.1.1 then. That was the crazy nerfs. So, I don't know. Did you see a crazy jump, Study? Did you accidentally just go like 2,000 or 3,000 more waves? No, if you're 2 updates behind, then no, you'll see about the same, possibly even gain a couple of waves. But if you updated your game yesterday, then you will see a huge wave drop, because with the update yesterday, most people were seeing like 2,000 to 3,000 wave increase. Let me see. So to put that into perspective, I went 9406 in tier 11. I went 5646 in tier 12. And then I went 9500 in tier 11. My following run after the 9511 on tier 11, after the nerfs, I went 9767 on tier 12. So I went from 5643 to 97. So I gained 4,000 waves. .1.0 was the big jump? Okay. Yeah, I gained almost 4,000 waves on tier 12. I went from 5,600 to 97, almost 9,800. So yeah, you're just one update behind then, Study. So yes, you will likely drop waves. So Study, you're very likely on the new, well, according to Dermish, yeah, you are on the new update before this most recent one where they fixed it. Yeah, so Tyler, before you update, go and get your milestone for T13 if you haven't done so. I'm cutting this tourney super close, still not joke. Home. Still not home. Then don't update and try to get T13, then yeah. I agree with Study. Try to get your T13 relic really quick. That extra coins is huge. 10% coin bonus. That in tier 11 I was thinking about going on. But yeah, I would go ahead and get your milestones and then update the game because you're likely not going to be able to run the next tournament. But I mean, if it doesn't force you to, then I guess don't. Yeah, don't update until it makes you. Just farm all you can while you're in the nerf version. Yeah, that's Dermish. That's exactly what I was saying. Get your milestones in and then farm the probably those tier 11.
Spotlights burning bright tonight. Raise your glass, the vibe feels right. Smart missiles rain inside the game, but the party goes its name.
You can talk faster than I can type, lol. Yeah. I also talk faster than I think most of the time, which is why at first I was saying do your milestones and then update, but then I'm like, nah, it's actually a way better idea. Don't update unless it makes you. Just get your milestones in now, just in case, but then farm the highest tier you can. Because, I mean, you're basically jumping a free extra tier. Nah, once I get the milestones, I'm updating, haha, it'll be depressing if I farm for a while and have to switch. Dude, think about it this way. You're going to farm for like a day or two on the higher tier and just make way more coins with the higher multiplier. And then when it makes you update, yeah, it's going to kind of feel bad, but at the same time, you just got like an extra day or two of farming at a higher tier. I guess the reason it doesn't force me to update is because I play 24/7. Yeah, so my phone auto updated, and when I put my main account on my phone, it was on the newer version. And then when I switched it back to my computer to run the tournament for the stream, because it had ran on the newer version on my phone, it forced me to update. So I had to update it. Tyler, get all the coins you can and upgrade your tower. Exactly, I do agree with Dermish. Just get the free extra coins for the next 2 or 3 days if it'll let you. Might as well. And if it forces you to update, then, I mean, at least you got all the coins that you did. But definitely go and try to get your milestones now. Your tier 13, if you care about it, get that panda skin from tier 14. As you can tell, I'm Mr. Panda, so. Craziest thing to me, we're 847 waves in and I haven't taken damage. I mean, technically we have, but not really. Look at that health. I don't even think I'm running the health card right now. Wait, but if I'm getting broken waves, then why hasn't Team T10 seen the huge jump in waves? It makes sense if it was my T11 was a couple thousand behind my T10. I'm tempted to try the T16 300 wave milestone after Tourney. Do it, dude. Try it. There's no harm in trying. 300 waves isn't that long. Did the update nerf the waves for the damage build as well? It nerfed everything. So the change, they changed the scaling of your waves, as in how fast the health and damage of enemies scaled. and they overdid it by a lot. So it pretty much, it effectively just gave you a ton of level skips without actually doing that. So I'm on 27.1.02. Oh, Dermish, that's huge, dude. Do it. You can do this. So they just accidentally nerfed the scaling of health and damage of enemies a little too hard. And they reverted that nerf back to what it was before. It unlocks tier 17, which gives you a bigger daily mission shards. And also it unlocks tier 17 milestones for you to do, which you could probably do the first 100 or so of. But there's always a benefit to unlocking the next tier if you can. I don't believe so, as far as like any special labs or anything like that. I don't believe so. I'll look it up for you really quick. So the 300 unlock gives you tier 17, and then if you have the bonus, it gives you 160 gems. And then for tier 17, you'll get some coins. Just to get to 100, you would get 160 gems if you have the premium. You would get 65 stones, another 200 gems, another 65 stones, 400 billion coins, another 65 stones, 300 gems, another 65 stones, and then 460 gems for the tier 100. So, other than the T17 related stuff, it's just the standard, a little bit of coins and then some gems and stones from the milestones. That's it. Is there any research in tier 17? Let me see. So tier 17 is standard gems and stones up until 300, unlocks you tier 18. And that looks like it. Ooh, tower health 10% from tier 16. You can get 4,500. That's a lot though. It's gonna be a long time before I hit that. Let's see what's my next one is tier 14. Right? Yeah. So my next, if I get 4,500 on tier 14, that's 10% tower damage. Pretty cool. Wave 100 is card mastery. Wave 40 is chain lightning labs. When I did my T16 run, I kind of forgot about chain lightning labs LMAO. I was like, oh, that's a thing. Yeah, and it actually, even for my build, I feel like it's worked out pretty good because with Primordial Collapse, the only three things that ever pose a threat to me is bosses, raise, or scatters. And even with, so I have my chain lightning completely undeveloped as far as damage. I have a 3x damage multiplier. So even with that low of a thing, my scatter amp still helps me kill scatters. Also, I would like to take this time really quick. I know it's a little bit shameless self-promo here, but we just broke 450 subscribers. We're getting really close to that 500, and as soon as YouTube approves the monetization at 500 subscribers, we are going to be doing a stone pack giveaway. So if you are not currently subscribed, please do so. It is completely free. Don't forget about Chain Thunder, though. At max, it's a 30% damage reduction based on damage dealt to enemies. So I've thought about getting it, but my problem is... Here, I'll show you on this, the next boss health right here. I'll show you my problem with Chain Thunder. You have to have Chain Lightning damage at least somewhat progressed. Look at this. And that was with a lot of procs. Now, granted, I'm not running attack speed card or anything like that. After the card mastery labs at tier 16 100, the next lab unlock is battle condition reductions unlocked at tier 18 wave 1000. Not many new labs to worry about for a while. That's true, Dermish. There's no new labs. However, there are a ton of very important old labs to do. Like for myself, I could play the game without unlocking another lab for the next year and a half, and I would still not run out of labs that I need to be doing. Oh, I'm starting to take a little bit of damage, so we're gonna go ahead and rush wall health. Oh wait, no, not wall health. We're gonna rush flame bot. And fuck it, we got it. We're gonna rush wall health. Hey, last level of wall health right here, baby. Wall health is about to be gold boxed. That's huge. Oh, we hit 8 o'clock. It is daily reset time. What was I doing with that? Oh, cards. We are going to go ahead and drop ultimate crit. Oh, bosses are alive. As can I, just saying once you get T16 100, your labs are pretty stagnant as far as unlocks. Yeah, they are. They are as far as new labs, at least. Re-ups, and we are going to throw in a health lab. I wish they didn't fix last second joins. I'm in a bracket with 31 people. I would have had a bracket to myself. I mean, it's 50-50 though. Last second would have had a first in Legends. Last second joins still work sometimes. I've had a couple. I've done a couple recently. Unless they like just now fixed it. Energy net and common enemies. Okay, that's good. That's free medals right there. Hitting enemies, bosses with energy net on a boss ultimate and basic ultimate. That's a good one. They made it so most of the time it won't work. Yeah, I'm not saying they didn't like somewhat fix it, but it's not that bad. How do they do demotes with 31 people, bottom 6, or is it 25 to 31? It's the bottom 6, I'm 99% sure. Bottom 6 get demoted. Because the reward structure is, still based the same, so it's gonna go 24 to 16 gets this, 25 plus gets demoted, and then kind of the same thing all the way through. So let's see, if I get rank 4, I'll get 280 stones and 400 gems. No, bottom 6 get demoted, so anything 25 and higher gets demoted. I'm like 99% sure on that. Tier 15 187. Should be able to beat that. Should be able to beat that. Tier 17 170, Legends 17. Damn, son. Why are you down here? Damn, why is he down here? 155 relics collected. What do I got? 125. Damn, that dude's been playing for a while, ain't he? Okay. Well, I got a couple of people that could very possibly get higher than me. I don't think I'm taking first or second here. But if I can take fourth, that'd be nice. Get a promotion, 400 gems, 280 stones. I'm just gonna hope all these people don't run their tournaments and send it one wave. That would be lovely, Zephyr. But I don't know if you're gonna get that lucky. Remember said this, so they'll demote 7. That's more people polluting champs later in the week. LOL. Yeah, honestly, I feel like champs brackets have gone up a lot in difficulty. I remember like 500 waves used to be the demote range, and now like I'm pretty consistently seeing around 800 to 850 being demote range in legend or champions rather. I feel like champs is getting pretty up there. Isn't Smoker Clouds all Clouded's guild? I believe so. Sounds right. What, was somebody in there? Yeah, I think you're right. I'm pretty sure that is all Clouded's guild. Addicted to caffeine. They need to make a new Mythic League already. I think they're going to. With the new update pushing the damage by like 2500x and the EHP by quite a bit as well, I think that it's only a matter of time, possibly even as soon as the next update. Which I'm excited for because it's going to filter up the top end of Legends, or sorry, the top end of Champs into Legends, which is going to be really big. Going to make Legends a lot easier. They have. It sucks there's so many people doing 1k plus waves. I'm barely making 1k waves myself. Yeah, honestly, so like 1k to 1100 waves used to pretty much guarantee, like not that long ago, 3-4 months ago probably, you were pretty guaranteed. Now obviously bad brackets and everything else, but you were relatively going to promote to Legends. Whereas now, like, I've had brackets where the top 14 to 18 people were at over 1,000 waves. Like the 18th place was at 1,000 waves. And champions. And that's just crazy. Like you can't even get top 16 anymore. Because that's where the break point is for the gems. Or the gems and stones. And you're breaking 1k waves and can't even get top 16 guaranteed anymore in champs. Now obviously some of that is just really, really bad bracket luck, but it's 2k waves for guaranteed promotion. Pretty much now. It didn't used to be that though. It used to be somewhere around like 1,100-1,200 waves. And see, it's crazy to me that like 2k waves isn't even guaranteed second place though. Because obviously you can always have a bad bracket, so first place is never guaranteed. But 2k waves isn't even guaranteed second place. Because I've had several... Okay, that's fine. I've had several where the top 2 were over 2,000 waves. This bracket luck has been insane lately. But realistically, I don't even know if I'd call it bracket luck. I think it's more just like player power creep almost, where the entire player base has grown a ton, and the power of those players, especially on the top end, which I would say platinum and or sorry, champions and higher, just keeps growing and growing. And I mean, it's to the point where like my tower, as strong as it is, should be able to AFK a lot better than it does. Even I did not eat a bite of your pizza. Graham said, last month I did not promote at 1326. I also blame Exala transfer. I think there's a lot of players getting a lot stronger even without buying stone packs. I feel like Kitiara has, she's pretty much free to play. Like, very, very, very seldomly buys us like one stone pack. And she has made some insane progress recently. And as far as I'm aware, has not bought any stone packs either. Like in very recent time.
The sky turns gray, a shadow falls, a coward's boring blight. The armies of the villain foes try to steal away.
I've never bought a stone pack, and I'm on the champ/legends yo-yo. So I have bought 13 now over the course of my account. I bought 4 or 5 maybe when I first started back in February. And then I bought 4 in July for my birthday. And then I've bought like 3 or 4 since then. The total 13. I'm like 99% sure I've only bought 12. But I'm just rounding up because there's a good chance I'm forgetting one. So I'm just going to say I've bought 13. And I have been gifted a couple at this point. But I, for the most part, have played the majority of the game without buying them. And I feel like it's such a hard game to compare everything to, though, because there's such a difference of like if and when you're buying the packs and what you're doing with them. So I didn't even have time to do a tourney setup. I went in with my farm setup. I got 140 waves, so here's hoping. Hopefully, because you did a last second, Zephyr, there's a lot of just people that did something similar. I've heard Zeratin is also free to play, and what keeps him going in Legends was labs instead of stones. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, lab time is really important, and people way underestimate that. People really underestimate how bad lab time is, or how important lab time is. when should I consider moving up in tier, time, or like wave count? So honestly, it's more coins and cells per hour than anything. So I would highly recommend using a app like Project Rend and tracking your runs. And what I recommend doing is when you start getting to around 7,000 to 7,500 waves, start testing the next tier up with the exact same setup. And pretty much what I do is I wait until, for me, the way I do it is my coins per hour is going to be better, but I do not let myself take much of a cell loss. So like right now, now this is hard to use because it's with the nerfed amounts. So this information is no longer quite relevant for my account. But I did a tier 12 run and I went 9,800 waves in 13 hours. So I tried a tier 13 run. I went 5,300 waves in 7 hours. And the tier 13 was actually very slightly better coins per hour, but it went from 23,000 cells per hour down to 17. So it was a pretty big cells per hour loss for a slight coin gain. So I wait until the cells is almost equal. Unless it's a ridiculous coin jump for not much of a cell loss. But that cell loss was too much for me to warrant taking. The good thing is we are still big chilling out here at almost 1,100 waves in champs. 2.3k labs completed helps me too. Where's labs? Lab coins spent. Upgrades ball. Research completed. 1.24k. But I've also done some long labs. But yeah, 1.24k labs done. I've only gym rushed the last 2 levels in lab speed. Lab speed is huge. I feel like people underestimate lab speed so much. Even the difference of 70 to 80 lab speed is unreal on how many days it'll save you. I highly recommend lab speed. If you notice, the baby account already has it at level 36, dude. Lab speed will never come out on the baby account. Unless I physically can't afford it, which I doubt is going to ever be the case. Also, as far as I know, I can theoretically buy an infinite amount of galaxy packs. Yes, I did over 1,000 clicks to see how far it goes, and it passes 1,000. I'm sorry, I've missed quite a few things here. I was talking to Kevin about the when to move up. How's your wall regen doing? I'm going to try and max it now. I'm currently at wall regen 17. And I'm pretty happy with it overall, but I'm going to be taking it up at least one more level very soon. Probably going to do it like one level at a time, where I'm going to take it up one level and then wait a good couple weeks doing other labs. But I know in the very near future, so I was talking about it a minute ago, but wall health is currently on its last lab ever. It's going up to gold box. I'm probably going to go ahead and throw in Death Wave health and get it to max as well, because I think it only has 1 or 2 levels left. Yeah, 2 levels. 28, 20, well, 3 technically, I think, because it's going to go 28, 29, and 30. So yeah, 3 levels left on Death Wave health, and that's going to take, I think it's like 7 or 8 days. Just buy like 1 million gems and rush all the labs to gold box. Yeah, Ampere, that's a great idea. I'm pretty sure somebody looked it up, and to rush lab speed to max, it was somewhere around it was a ridiculous number. I think it was like $60,000 or something. I'm not happy now, and it's at 16 going to 17 considering just rushing it now. Honestly, Study, if you're not actively about, like, in a tournament run, I don't really recommend rushing labs. I recommend leaving them and saving the gems for as long as possible. See, like here, I got another 4 hours. Well, I got another hour and 5 minutes or so. And lab speed will go into 84. I could rush that, but I'm not going to. Because that's not going to help me in tournament. The only time I'm rushing labs is if it's going to directly help whatever run I'm in right now. If I'm getting very close to the milestone and I could rush something, rush the perk waves required, the true whale goal. Yeah, that's only the longest lab in the game. Now, I will say, there is a gem cap, so nothing costs more than 25,000 gems in the entire game. So once you get to a certain point, it caps at 25,000 gems, and you're good. You know, it's just, you know, casual 25,000 gems for one click. If I was a multi-millionaire, I would buy the 1 million gems that would take to gold box all labs and do that. Would a million gems even gold box everything, though? I'm not even 100% sure. I don't even think it will. I'm pretty sure a million gems is not enough. That's a crazy thing to think about, but I don't think a million gems gold box is everything. $77 on discount and speed. I didn't go too hard on discount, but I think I'm getting a little bit closer to. I have a couple. Lab coin discount. I got to 27, so it's not too bad. 8% off. But nothing's too crazy expensive right now. Daily mission charge is almost at 44. That will be going to max as soon. Dude, this is going to be a pretty big week. I'm going to max out daily mission charge, max out wall health, max out my what's it called? Death wave health, max out missile radius in 10 days. Got a lot of big stuff coming. I don't know why it seems to be lagging so bad today. And it's only my main account, but it seems to be very laggy. Confirmed, bottom 7 demote with 31 people. Is there a tie though, Zephyr? Gotta go though. Thank you for tuning in. When should you hit demon mode on Tourney? Honestly, there's no kind of math to it. It is just when you are as close to where you think you are going to die if you don't click it. That is the only answer I can give. When you think you're gonna die, if you don't click it. Same thing with nuke. You use nuke to kill typically a big boss, like a big enemy like a boss, and only if that is gonna kill you. No ties. So yeah, 25 and above emotes. show me? If you don't mind being $6 short, 600 galaxy packs gets you close to 60,000. 60,000. And so that's only what, $60,000, right? Oh wait, no, $60,000. Okay. Yeah, 600 galaxy packs gets you $60,000. $60,000 gets you how many gems though? Because it's what, 3,300 times 60, or 600 rather. And remind you, that's without tax. So that's 1.98 million gems. So yeah, you just drop 60 grand on this game and you can get just under 2 million gems. And if you're willing to drop $60,000 on this game, my player ID is in the description. I'm curious now, what is the cost for
Worlds are lost and heroes fall, and darkness claims the day. A shimmer in the fabric of the cosmos lights the way. He steps out from the multiverse, the nexus is his door. A legend whispered on a billion planets, and a million more.
trying to figure it out really quick. I have no idea. I won't be able to find it. Not right now. Hasn't the rank 1 player put like 50 grand into the game? Very likely, honestly. Some of those top guys are definitely probably... I mean, there's very possibly some people over 100,000, but I have no idea. Hitting demon mode right before a wall pops can let it regen back up, which is decent if not going to rebuild. I typically get at least one rebuild, and I did get the mythic rebuild right before this tournament, so I'm very, very much likely going to get at least one rebuild in. Guard22, what's up? How you doing, dude? How'd your tournament go? Also, my screen shows 18 people and 2 likes. Ooh, that's a big people to like disparity there. Y'all should go like the stream. Do I put levels in Package Plus? No. Package Plus is a completely useless stat unless you're running Wormhole Redirector and no wall. Because it does not increase your package chance, it only increases your max recovery and your recovery amount. So it is completely useless. You're in 4th right now, nice. Are you in Champs or Legends right now? Probably Legends? Going into Legends, you mean? Yeah. Yeah, you're in Champs in 4th. Nice. So I haven't looked at the whole bracket, but there were two people that I saw up here pretty close to where I'm at that both had tier 17 unlocked. So I'm very likely not taking first or second, which I didn't expect. And I was hoping to get around 13, or I was hoping to get 1500 waves, honestly. But there's no telling what I get. Need these bosses to die really quick so I can check my cards. Quit spawning, bosses. Hey, there's daily mission charges. There was one run that I did that and it kept me alive when my wall went down. Now I die instantly. I got another shit bracket, so it was very close. Honestly, I feel like all champs brackets have been pretty shit lately. I only got 1262. What place are you in right now, Bio? Any priorities for masteries? Definitely get econ first. The only two that I would say worth getting possibly before you're able to actually afford the labs would be Wave Accelerator and RPC. Anything outside of that I would not recommend getting before you're able to actually lab them. Okay, we're gonna slow down.
Here he comes, holding salt and lime. Tequila man's here.
So yeah, I would say damn, these bosses are hurting. Okay, so wall is down, so we're gonna throw in attack speed. And we're gonna drop Fortress for the extra orange card. Actually, we're gonna go landmine stun first. I don't believe we're gonna get that 1500 I was hoping for. Sorry about that. Honestly, I think it's partially these boss ultimates. They're whipping right to me. Getting chain lightning chance, quantity, and damage up would help me a lot right now. It would. But guess what? Well, actually, my chain lightning quantity is 5, chances at 18.5. The only thing is I don't have the... And there went second wind, damn it. The only... Stupid bosses are really getting me. Yeah, you might have gotten me this time. You might. How's my PS doing? It is over 50% uptime on the baby account. I don't have Poison Swamp yet on. I don't have Poison Swamp yet on the main account. I took RPC first for my first mastery. Super Tower and Demon Mode. I have the Recharge Lab done. Look tempting. What's your thoughts on my next mastery? If you can afford them, then Super Tower is really good, like one of the best in the game. However, I would always recommend doing damage first. And even then, I would still go Econ first. I would get Wave Accelerator and Intro Sprint done first before getting Extra Orb. Not necessarily if you don't use the Extra Orb card. And oh, your masteries, never mind. I thought you were saying everybody's masteries. Yeah, I know I don't have second wind, that's why the game's currently paused, because I was trying to catch back up. The bosses have just a little too much health. I do have second wind, it just already procced. And those stupid ranged ultimates are kind of dicking me down a little bit. I don't much appreciate it. I'm hoping to live long enough to get my wall back. Give me 1 second, hang on. Nice, you don't have second wind, by the way. My first mastery was damage, second's gonna be demon mode. Is wave skip plus trash? I never heard anybody talk about it. Wave skip is not bad, especially once you get the if you have a good BHD. But at the same time, it's not great. I mean, it's one of the later ones you should be getting. It's one of the less impactful ones. I don't have the... See, I need to get that stupid lab done. Target priority is currently just closest. I need to go do that the second half of that lab. So Wave Excel or Intro Sprint next? No, I would say Wave Accelerator. It's not even close. Intro Sprint should not be first. You should, and most people would recommend getting Wave Accelerator to like level 4 or 5 before even getting Intro Sprint. But yeah, like Dark said, Wave Skip is really good. It's just others are so much better. Wave Accelerator gets more cells. Not necessarily. Wave Accelerator really just gives you a lot more coins. Because all it does is it doesn't change the percentage of getting your elites. It only is going to increase the amount of enemies that spawn, giving you more coins. Enemy balance is the one that gives you a bunch of cells. Apparently not. So elites are capped at 1 to 2, 1 per wave, or 2 if you have the double elites until later on. So Wave Accelerator, according to what somebody was telling me, because we were talking about this yesterday or the day before, the Wave Accelerator is not going to increase the amount of elites that you get. I have Maxed Range and Fortress as my first 2 cards that are maxed. All of my commons might be maxed before Black Friday packs, and if that's the case, I will dump all of the gems into mods, lol. I'm getting Coin Mastery after tournament rewards tonight. I'm excited. I don't own any masteries right now, so my first one is definitely going to be Wave Accelerator. and then I'm gonna get RPC after that. But I'm gonna go ahead and get GT Plus first.
Golden Tower shining higher. Tequila man, our only fire. Tequila man, Golden Tower high above. Tequila man, raise your glass of fire, love. Tequila man. Golden Tower high above. Tequila man will lead the way wherever we may go.
Yeah, go GT Plus. You got to get that econ up before you can afford the labs there. No joke. I got GT Plus before any masteries. I need the econ to afford them. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm thinking I'm gonna go GT Plus, and then do a couple clicks into my GT duration, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get the 2 masteries that I want. Maybe, and I'm even considering getting regen mastery as well, because it's an extra 40% regen even at level 1, and I think that's gonna be pretty big for me. Yeah, I'm really thinking about doing. I'm sorry, I'm trying to semi-focus so I don't die here, because I'm getting pretty close to the end here. I don't think I'm gonna break 1300 waves, so this will not be a personal best. Yeah, range is our top prio right now. Wow, that happened quick. Okay, rank 4, 1233. I am not holding rank 3 or 4 though, because Hurricane here is definitely going to come up here and beat me. Yeah, he's 1 wave behind me. Gamer, yeah. I don't even know if I get top 6 here. So I might not even get the 200 stones. I'm probably going to get rank 7 to 8. Not the best here. But with it being farming cards and everything else, that is totally fine. That is unfortunate. But 1230 waves, definitely not holding that. Oh shit. Oh wait, you can do this. Not letting me open it. Oh, wait, that's tournament history. Here we go. Wanted to upload these to Rend really quick. This was my last tournament here.
One more shot for the fallen. One more toast to their name.
What?
Tequila
I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix my rend really quick. Because it's giving me some issues here.
In the land of pixels, the battles ignite. Tequila man rises, shining ever so bright. With a click and a tap, his empire he'll build. A fortress of fury with courage instilled. Oh, tower, idle defense. The strategy is key, and Tequila man's here for all eyes to see. Waves crashing down, a relentless display, but his tower stands strong. Come what may. From humble beginnings, a single small post to cannons and lasers, a powerful host.
There we go. I got it fixed. I'm very sorry for taking so long there. Did I do a custom theme for it? No, this is just the Outrun theme. Wait, you can't even see it. Hang on one second. Let me main monitor. There we go. So I'm using the Outrun theme, which is by far my favorite. So apparently this seems to not be quite 100% right. Let's go ahead and fix this real quick. We are in Champions. 1233 killed by a ranged. Hour 5329. I'm gonna go ahead and add that run, and it's gonna stay here at the top until the end when we get our rank. And we are gonna go ahead. We're gonna be running a tier 12 for farming. Did I accidentally take off crit coin sometime? Apparently I accidentally took off critical coin. I do not. I just run Outrun. It's beautiful. Which it does help that I was talking to that is. Let me delete this run really quick. Sorry. Yeah, study, give me 1 minute, I'm sorry. Trying to make sure I didn't mess anything else up in Ren. Okay, so we are gonna go back to farming on tier 12. Now that I have critical coin back, and I don't know how long that's been out. Alright, I'm sorry. Let me catch up on chat really quick, and then I'm going to be hopping off and doing a recording. This made Ren so much easier to do. Yes, it definitely did. How did I do in the tournaments? So I'm currently in 6th place with 1233. I'm very likely going to go below that to 7th or 8th place for the 175 stones. I wish I would have prepared a little bit better. possibly even done a respec, but it'll be alright. I'll take the 325 and 175 stones. But it is what it is, and it's all good. So I'm going to go ahead and start another farming run, but I really appreciate everybody stopping in. If you are not already, please subscribe. We are getting really close to that 500 mark. So thank you all for tuning in, and just remember, guys, it's a good day.